Hello and welcome to your weekly horoscope forecast for week commencing the 7th of March for the Sun or the Ascendant. As ever, I'm going to give you the broad themes to expect, but please stay with me because I then will dive deep to give you in forensic detail each of the 12 zodiac sign forecasts, the key influences for each of those signs and the dates. Now this week begins with Venus and Mars having relocated into the sign of Aquarius. Now waiting for them is Mercury and Saturn. Mercury stays with Venus and Mars through to Thursday before itself ingressing into the sign of Pisces. So we've still got a lot of Pisces energy going on. Also the Sun in Pisces is aligning with Jupiter in the first half of this week, which is very uplifting energy. The second half of this week, it goes alongside Neptune. Now that could see us wanting to conserve our energies a little bit, but also indulge anything to do with film or photography, escapism in a creative way. The quarter moon on Thursday, however, is in Gemini, and because Neptune's in the mix, this 12th third house axis can create the conditions for gossip or for distorted messages. So we can use the clarity of Venus and Mars in the more logical sign of Aquarius to push back on that a little bit, to work on networking with others, to perhaps reach out and re-engage with people in a way which has been much more difficult to do over the last couple of years because of the COVID restrictions and all of the reality of that particular outbreak. Venus and Mars can be quite non-judgmental in the sign of Aquarius. It's very much about community. So linking with others, but being more mindful also of the more psychological dimension of all of our situations is what I feel are the key issues of this week. If you are new to my channel, I would be honoured if you would subscribe. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. If you'd like to get your free written daily horoscope fired to your device each morning, I've written these for years. Please see the link below which you can subscribe through. Also, if you'd like to take advantage of my special combination of a natal character analysis and a 12-month forecast, which will see you learn so much more about what makes you tick individually beyond your zodiac sign, please see the link below for a 30% discount. Hello Capricorn and welcome to your weekly horoscope for week commencing the 7th of March. On the 5th of November, Venus, the planet of love and affection, moved into your sign. But Venus has other attributes too. It also governs the sign of Taurus, which is much more about the more sensual areas of life and particularly about money. So as we begin this week, Venus and Mars have made the transit from your sign, where they've been closely bound together, into the sign of Aquarius. But of course your ruler Saturn has been pressurizing your resources over the last year and a quarter particularly, and before that for about 4 months in the early part of 2020. So your financial situation may have come under a bit of pressure, but now you have an opportunity to see how far you have come in terms of valuing yourself, your qualities, your talents and your creative abilities too. And that could see some pushback against that more restrictive energy of Saturn. So I think that some Capricornian people can even have an improvement in their finances right at the start of this week, which will be very welcome. Because the planet of luck, Jupiter, is also in a tight combination with the Sun in the first half of this week, the way you articulate your ideas is going to really receive a lot more recognition, and that also can be very good for your sense of self-worth. Now later in the week there is a quarter moon, and this quarter moon is in your 6th house, which is very much to do with everyday practicalities. The Sun in the 3rd house suggests that you could almost become supercharged trying to get everything in your world working very efficiently. The trick here is actually to prioritize what's important to you, because the Sun connects to Neptune in the second half of this week and feeds into that quarter moon. And you could find yourself actually losing energy quite quickly if you spread yourself too thinly and try to achieve too much. It's almost like, don't try to be too efficient this week. It's much more about narrowing your focus, deciding on your priorities, and that's where you can be most effective. But certainly that combination of Venus and Mars can be really good in lots of different ways. You may even find yourself becoming much more conscious of how you can cook food from scratch, grow your own vegetables potentially, and make more of the resources that you already have, but in a very creative way.